8 gift ideas that are under $100 for that stylish guy in your life. Let's get right into it. So what I'm trying to do here with this list is I'm trying to only recommend products that I've personally used and I personally believe in. And if something were to happen where if it just spontaneously combusted and disappeared right in front of me, would I actually go ahead and purchase them again? If the answer is yes, then they're making it onto this list. First great gift idea is going to be Pete and Pedro Putty and Pete and Pedro Cologne. A little bit of a 2-for-1 here, but they are the same company. Now, I've been using the putty for a very long time, at least 4 or 5 years. I just started using the Rebel Cologne for since 2 or 3 years ago. This cologne is absolutely awesome. I really enjoy the way it smells. The price, it comes in right at about $55, but if you go on Amazon, by the way, all this stuff's gonna be linked below, affiliate links below. If you go on Amazon, you could actually get a sample of all the different colognes. They have Rebel, they have Legend, they have a couple of other ones, I'm not too sure. You actually get a sample pack that comes at a little bit less than $50. So this, I really enjoy this. I actually enjoy it so much that I don't want to use it so much because I don't want to keep paying for it, but it's reasonably priced and I really enjoy it. Now I've been using the putty on my hair and you could actually see I've got it in my hair right now. This is absolutely my favorite hair product I've ever tried. I used to wear gel. I used to put hairspray many years ago, decades ago more like. The putty can give your hair that nice natural look like I've got going on right now. It's not going to be too shiny. It's going to be a bit more of a matte hold, but it is a very high hold. And as someone that suffers from bad hair days in the humidity, or if sometimes my hair just does what it wants, this is a really great option and I'd highly recommend it. Also on Amazon. I should also mention that I am actually biased towards Pete and Pedro Putty. A long time ago, I went to StyleCon. I actually met Aaron Marino, who runs Alpha M. That's Alpha M. I met him 2 or 3 times. I think he's a really great guy. He's really passionate about what he does. I really enjoy supporting someone like that. And bottom line is the product is very reasonably priced and it's a very high quality product. These are 2 products that I can't live without. So what if you're actually seriously losing your hair or it's already gone and you just keep it nice and short and you pretty much don't have any hair on top of your head? I would actually recommend purchasing a Philips Norelco beard trimmer and using one of the shorter attachments to actually go around and buzz your hair, or buzz your head rather. So I don't have any experience with shaving my head, never done it, but if I do ever have to shave my head, if my hairline continues to recede or if I get a little bit of that moonroof action going on up here, if it starts to open up, I am definitely going to be taking this to my head and then actually just using a buzz cut. Just because that smooth razor with the razor that you'd shave on your neck, it's going to be a lot higher of a maintenance. It's going to be more irritable on your skin. Whereas if you just use the shortest setting on the beard trimmer, I think it's going to be a little bit less irritable and you're not going to have to do it as much. Remember when we used to all have clean shaven faces? If we went one day without shaving, you could tell it didn't look very good. Now that we've all got beards, or most of us have beards, we can go 2, 3, 4 days without actually touching it up before it starts to look a little bit shaggy and a little bit out of touch and not as clean. So that is something I would recommend. Now, I still have hair on top of my head. I'm 36 years old at the time of making this video. However, I remember when I was 22, 23, I would spend a lot of time looking right here saying, oh no, is it gonna move? I'd look over here and say, oh no, is it gonna go higher? I remember back when I was a teenager, I'd be looking at the top of my head thinking that I was gonna open up and just go bald by the time I was 25. Here I am at 36, still got all of my hair. However, if it does start to recede further back, I'm just gonna take my Norelco and I'm just gonna go ahead, buzz it off. I've got my beard, I've got my glasses, I'm okay. That's just what I plan on doing. If you want to do something else, like look into some other hair regrowth products, totally fine, you do you. However, my recommendation for the least maintenance and the best looking would be just go get a cheap one of these, buzz your head every 2 or 3 days, and you're set. And it's also good for buzzing your beard and cleaning up your beard and also cleaning up your neckline around your hair if you got some mirrors, which brings me to the next product that I recommend, a Whale or Wow hair clipper set. Now these are a little under $50 on Amazon last I checked. They come in this cordless version with a built-in battery, and it comes with a whole bunch of different size hair clipper pieces. So you have the 1, 2, 3, 4, all different sizes. And this is a great option if you're interested in trying to actually cut your own hair. I cut my own hair. I've been doing it for about 10 years. I have this one, the cordless version, but I actually prefer to use the corded version. I find that it just clips a little bit better. It cuts a little bit better, I should say. Whereas this one is good because you're not relying on power from the outlet. And if you blow a fuse, you're not going to end up with one side of your head shaved and the other side of your head still overgrown, for example. So it's up to you. My recommendation would be, if you care more about precision and you want the better product, go with the version that plugs directly into the wall. But this one could be more convenient because you don't have to constantly deal with that cable, especially if you're turning around and you're cutting it back here, back there. The cable can get in the way. It's up to you which one you want to get. If you've got a shorter haircut like me, I would definitely say look at some videos on YouTube and try to see if you can actually start cutting your own hair. Maybe just start off with trimming a little bit and then just go very, very, very small. Don't go from like this long to this long. Don't throw on the number 2 and the number 1 right away. Just go a little bit and see how you like it. Definitely do it at your own risk. But in my opinion, you've got nothing to lose. The hair is going to grow back out eventually. I've given myself some bad haircuts before, and it's totally fine. I actually cut my own hair right before our wedding, but I've been doing this for, like I said, about 10 years. Now, the next thing that I would recommend, this really isn't something that a lot of guys are really going to be wearing all the time, but because it's so cheap and it's so valuable and it really can step up your style, would be a pocket square. This particular pocket square is from the Tie Bar. I've also got this other pocket square in my other sport coat that is more of a, I think someone commented on one of my videos said this is an amoeba pattern. This is a great pocket square as well. And the nice thing about these pocket squares is you could actually reverse this one. So now it's a nice navy blue polka dot pattern. The pocket squares are great for wearing a suit that once in a while that everyone needs to wear a suit, or if they like to wear a sport coat like me. I'm actually just wearing a sport coat with some jeans. Pocket squares are great just to throw in your suit jacket pocket if you're going to a wedding or interview. It's going to make your style look a little bit better, but it's those fine details that matter. Now, if you're someone like me and you rock the sport coat and jeans look every once in a while, that's where the pocket square is really going to come into play. It's going to do a great job of making you look very, very stylish and very in touch with how you get dressed and make you look a lot more presentable and modern as well. So most guys probably aren't going to get a lot of use out of their pocket squares just because most guys aren't wearing sport coats, blazers, or suits that much anymore. However, because it's so affordable, it's so cheap, you can find them for under $30 or $40 on Amazon, then definitely it's something that's nice that he can just save for those special occasions. Now, my recommendation would be start off with the white one. The white one's going to be the most versatile, the most formal. You're going to get the most mileage out of it, and it's going to match with everything. I particularly don't like to wear the white pocket square with the white dress shirt. However, I did it when I was wearing a blue tie. So what I typically do, if I'm wearing a light blue shirt like I am right now, I don't want to wear that light blue pocket square right here. But if I was wearing a white shirt underneath my sport coat, then I would opt for the light blue amoeba pattern, just because I think that it looks better when you have a little bit more of that slight contrast. Whereas if it's white and white or light blue and light blue, it can start to look a bit funny. But regardless, that's just my opinion. That's not a hard rule, but pocket squares, a great way to step up his style. And now the next thing you can buy for that special guy in your life is actually something that I'm wearing right now and you can't see it. And that is the key. Calvin Klein V-neck undershirts. I'm a big believer in undershirts. I think they make your shirts last longer. They make your shirts not smell as much toward the end of the day. And they're overall just more comfortable. A lot of them are made of a nice soft cotton and they're very comfortable. There are some nicer, lighter weight options to wear undershirts in the summer months, in the hot summer. I know I've done it. But the good thing about undershirts in the winter is it's going to actually keep us a lot warmer as well. So I'm currently wearing a V-neck Calvin Klein undershirt. One way you can see it is if I pull the shirt down like that. It's not super deep, but if I turn all the way around, you can start to see it over here if you're really taking a peek, but for the most part, it's invisible. And if you're shopping for yourself or if you're shopping for someone else, you or he or whoever or anyone can really just throw on one of these undershirts, and it's just going to take your style to that next level because no one's going to just look and see that big white shirt jumping right out at you right underneath your throat. These are a pretty affordable option, and you can wear them underneath the dress shirt. You can wear them underneath even your flannel shirt. It's just going to make you look that much more put together than if you were just to wear a regular t-shirt or a crew neck undershirt. And speaking of the area that's right by your neck, right up here between your shoulders and your chin, you do want to have a shirt that has a collar that actually stands up, especially if you want to wear it underneath a sweater like I've got or underneath a sport coat like I've got. I'm actually doing both at the same time. This is actually a Collars & Co. polo shirt. They make great polo shirts. Definitely check them out. Nice stiff dress collar, no issues there. But if you've got some shirts, like maybe some flannel shirts, maybe some old dress shirts where the collars are constantly just falling down like that, it's a great idea to opt for one of the slick collars. What this does is you just put it underneath your collar, or he puts it underneath his collar, whoever, you or someone you might be shopping for. This goes underneath your collar, and it actually acts to just keep your collar standing up straight like that. And it's going to make you look that, again, it's going to make you look a lot much better. Without that undershirt poking out, I mean, with your collar standing up nice and tall, it's going to make you look a lot more stylish and a lot more put together. This is the most affordable and simplest option that I can find and I can think of for keeping your collar intact, especially if you want to wear it underneath a V-neck sweater or a sport coat like I am. Not to mention, you can put this under any of your shirts. You can put it under a polo shirt. Maybe you got an older polo shirt where the collar is just giving up on you. You can put it underneath an Oxford shirt if you want to add more rigidity, just because you don't want the collar to constantly put on you. This is a great option just to have in your arsenal to make sure your collars are always intact and don't give up on you. And the eighth, I don't know who's counting, I lost count. I'm pretty sure there's 8 on this list. The last item is going to be a slim wallet. So this is actually a slim wallet that I've had for a couple of years now, definitely since 2019 or older. So I've had it for 4 years or longer. It is actually from Fossil. It has a couple of cards right here. And then the nice thing I like about this one is you could actually slide your license right in it. That way, if you get carded, if you're going into a bar, or if you just need to flash your ID, you don't actually have to take your license out. This is really helpful. I'm not going to show anyone my license because it's personal information. Definitely invest in a slimmer wallet like this. See how slim it is? It's super slim. And get rid of your big bulky wallet that you probably got. I used to have one too, because it's just going to kill those sleek lines. It's not going to help in making you appear taller and leaner and more muscular than if you had a small one like this. Now, you can't carry cash in this. You can just put like 1 or 2 bills back in there in this little flap right here. I usually just put it in my pocket like this, and it's totally fine, and it doesn't take up any space, and it's simple. You can actually see that I don't have anything sticking out right here. I have my keys sticking out a little bit, but that slim wallet is not going to be sticking out, making a huge dent in my pants right there. It's nice, it's slim, it's streamlined. So not only is it actually stylish, it's also a lot more comfortable than one of those bigger, bulkier wallets as well. So that's it. 8 simple gifts for the stylish guy in your life. I tried to keep it under $100. A lot of these items are under $50. Hope it helped. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see some more. I have a couple of more recommendations, but I wanted to keep this list short so the video is not 30 minutes or 40 minutes long. As always, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for commenting. I really appreciate every single one of you. I will see you all next time. Have a great one. Bye.